Hey everybody, GL Mako here. Just looking over the news that just dropped. It's quite exciting. We are getting NIER Automata again. This is way earlier than Japan, and it seems to be pretty much a surprise to everybody. It comes on the heels of the Barrel and Alespris event, banner rather. And so there seems to be some good stuff in here. My news are always messed up, so sorry about that. We are going to be getting a new high difficulty quest for Trial of Vengeance, and we're going to have Awakened Hasako. She's wearing purple now, and the info is the light and dark elements are effective against her. Kill the spirits around her to reveal her true weakness, but watch out for a strong attack afterwards. You might have a tough time if you don't build up your resistance to stone ailment. So she's going to petrify. My guess is she's going to MP drain as well, so we'll see how that works out. Okay, initial completion reward, 4-star Trust Moogle. And then another one for completing the quest. We're going to get 100 Lapis and 2 rare summon tickets for using white magic. The Lapis is no limit bursts. And then get a chain of 5 or more in one turn, which is not difficult, and that's a photo locket. And then get the help of Barrel and Alespris and other memorable characters. I hope you guys did well on that banner. I've got 1 Barrel and 2 Alespris without spending any Lapis, which was pretty cool. They're forever units, they're not limited, so don't get nervous if you didn't get them yet. Okay, so it's back. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius crossover NIER Automata raid event. Destroy the machine lifeform. Collect event points to obtain completion rewards. So our friend is back, Engels. This is going to go Friday to Thursday, 12/6. Same type of style. So here's our raid. We're going to be going for the raid coins, and some of our friends are back. We're going to see Adam, Eve, 2B, A2, 9S, and I forget the 3-star's name. But okay, so Cruel Oath will be back. This is a very decent katana. It is attack 105, boosts attack, defense, magic, and spirit when HP drops below a certain level. And then there will be a great sword with attack 40, defense 15, which isn't terrible, but it's not high attack or anything. The defense 15 could be useful. Heavy armor B is heavy armor with MP 30, defense 36, so pretty low. We're going to get Dragoon Lance again. Enable Dragoon Lance. It's attack 55, and it boosts damage for jump attacks. Type 3 Fists are attack plus 60 and a chance of confusing the enemy. And Ancient Overlord, attack 62. Enable critical boost. Critical boost boosts your critical rate. So that's pretty literal. And then Emil's Head, defense 30, mag 15. So not a bad helmet if you need a heavy helmet for units like Veritas of Light, anyone who uses a heavy cast helmet, which it's not a huge pool of people, but it's far from useless as well. So this is going to be our typical 5 raid orbs, and you're going to collect coins for doing damage. You're going to be able to get Adam from this event. He's not anything super special, but kind of a cool unit to have. And then you have your raid summons. So you get Adam, we get Gill Snapper families, we get Kings, King Cax. There's some mega sites in there which are pretty outdated. And then we're going to have Adam. He's a 4-star to 6-star unit. He has Vendrel Wrath as a TMR. This is boost HP by 20%. Attack when HP falls below a certain point. He does have Machine Killer. He has Bullet Wave, reduce damage to self for 1 turn, and damage all enemies next turn. And then he has Cube Explosion, damage and reduce defense for all enemies, and change to Cube Explosion Large if used after damage cut, which is a different ability. Okay, so now into the good stuff. We got our featured units are back for NIER Automata. I have 1 2B and 2 A2 at the moment, so I do have A2 7-star. I might pull for 2Bs. I just as a general principle, I don't really chase trust or super trust masters unless they're kind of game breaking. Like the first one I really want is Clouds, to have that sword for Hyo and Axstar when he comes out. And okay, so we're gonna have 2B. It's a 5 to 7-star. A2 is a 5 to 7-star. So it's a double rainbow banner. It looks like we're going to get a 4-round step up this time, so you're going to be able to, if you're a spender, throw some lapis at it, or if you've been saving for a long time, you could do that as well. Eve is a 4 to 6-star. 9S is a 4 to 6-star. I do recommend getting at least 2 of him for his TMR, which is his Pod 153, which is awesome. It allows any characters to chain, any physical damage characters, and it picks up the traits of your weapons. So you could do light, water, dark, fire, earth, wind, all that stuff. You just match your unit's weapons. And if they're dual wielding, it'll launch twice, which is cool. And then 210, that is our 3 to 5-star. So there's going major boost and drop rates, of course. Step up summon limited to 4 per player, so that's a big change from before. Normally it's 3 per player. So we're going to have step 1 is 1500 lapis, and it is a 3+1 summons, 1 4-star or higher unit guaranteed. So you may be able to get a 9S from there. You might luck out and get one of the featured rainbows. Step 2 is a 7+1 summon for 3500. So this one is going to be our 20k step up. And step 3, we have a 5-star unit random guaranteed. This is not a guaranteed rainbow banner unit. It could be. One of them could pop in there, but it is a random rainbow from anybody that's currently in the pool. So you won't see the limited rainbows in there, but you'll see, anybody who's in the main pool that's already with us. Step 4, we get, it's 5,000 lapis, 10+1 summons, and you have a 5-star Trust Moogle, all 10%. And then step 5 is our 2 lovely androids, and we've got 10+1 summons, 5-star 2B or A2 guaranteed. So you're going to see one of them on that final step. You could see both, you could see multiples of one, any rainbows could pop in there, but at least one of them will be those 2 banner units. So let's look at them. Okay, so this is a fan favorite, A2. She is an attacker, and it looks like she's going to be for true double hand style. She does dual wield as well, so she could be either one. Okay, her Trust Master is Beast Lord. It is a neutral element sword, great sword, attack 125, defense 20%, enable Beast Roar. Beast Roar is a kind of like a Blade Blitz type ability. It's not really that strong, just kind of, it hits everybody. And then if you're dual wielding, it'll hit twice. And then her Super Trust Master is going to be Gentle Trader, which is boost attack by 80% when equipped with a large sword, and physical and magic damage against Machina monsters. So that is Machine Killer Plus, which is really cool. This can go on your hybrid units. It could go on A2 herself. There's a lot of uses for that, and boost attack by 80% is really, really high. She has good stats all the way around. She is meant to be an attacker. And here are her featured abilities. You're going to have Inorganic Blade, 7-star. So this is her cooldown ability. And one use every 5 turns. Boost own attack and defense for 3 turns. Enable Finisher and Heavy Attack, which are 2 attacks from her kit, for 5 turns, and automatically revive the caster 1 time. So that could save you, in a high damage situation. She could throw that up and have re-raise on her, and come out fighting. Basically, it's meant to be a big buff. So, and then we have Avoid, Heavy Attack, 7-star, damage and reduce attack and mag for 1 enemy. So that's going to hit and then break as well. And then we have Yorha Double Slash, enables specific abilities to be used twice in 1 turn. So if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be her true double hand, like W ability, where she can pick 2 attacks and launch them. So that's going to be cool. She is a fan favorite. A lot of people like that unit. And then we have our lovely 2B. Her base attack is quite high at 492. And she's going to be the 5 to 7-star. And her Trust Master is Virtuous Contract. It's a katana. Attack 130, MP plus 20%. It's very useful. It's neutral element as well, so non-elemental. You can pair it with an elemental greatsword, or like if you wanted to leave it neutral, you could do that as well. And she does have dual wield, so she is able to naturally just equip those things. Super Trust Mastery reward, boost attack by 40% when equipped with a sword, katana, spear, and then boost physical and magic damage against humans. So we have Man-Eater Plus, and enable or not to BE, whatever that means. So that's going to be some sort of different ability. I don't know if it's going to do damage, or we will have to see when we get the unit. So featured abilities: Supreme Support Weapon, 7-star. So 1 use every 7 turns. Reduce attack, defense, mag, and spear for all enemies. So we have an AoE full break. Boost attack and defense for the caster. And then enable Avoid Attack, True Charge Blade, True Charge Spear, and True Charge Volt for 5 turns. So that's a very powerful skill, especially if you have a chaining partner with another 2B. That should be quite good. And then we have Yorha Sword Dance. 1 use every 4 turns, lightning damage, and reduce attack, defense, mag, and spear for 1 enemy. And enable Extract Speed and Yorha Slaughter Dance for 3 turns. So we'll have to see how those abilities are. Her kit is very strong, so a lot of people like her quite a bit. Then we have True Charge Blade, damage all enemies 3 times and fill your own LB gauge. So her LB is very, very strong. It's a very high damage LB. There's been a lot of people who put fixed dice on her and use that in the past, before fixed dice was nerfed. So it did quite a bit of damage. So we'll have to see how she scales up. And then we have our 4 to 6-star, and this is Eve, and he is an attacker. It's nothing super special. Resentment's pretty good for your tanks if you need it. Boost HP by 30% and defense when HP is below a certain point. So that kind of kicks in as your tank is getting attacked. And featured abilities is a roundhouse kick, deals physical damage to 1 enemy. Pillar of Light, same idea. And gather machine scraps, and that's reduce damage taken and restore HP for caster for 3 turns. And then we have our 9S. A lot of people like him still. He is a debuffer. He's a really good breaker. As a 4 to 6-star if you need someone in a clutch. We do have a lot of 7-star breakers now, so it's not critical, but I do want to just go over his TMR. This thing is amazing. A lot of people love it. It's an accessory called Pod 153. It's Defense Spirit plus 8. It enables A120 repair, which is an AoE regeneration heal, A170 scanner, A060 P shield, which reduces damage for your whole group, and the most important is R020 Mirage. That is the chaining ability, so you can put this on people who don't normally chain, like Noctis, and you can have the 2 units chain. So if you can pull 2 of him and get those Trust Masters, if you weren't around for the beginning NIER banner, or more is even better. It does also have A170 scanner, which boosts the drop rates of items from enemies. So if you're farming Chris, this is important. You can put it with the Great Raven Cape, like on Zahn or Locke. People with, like, Annika Svensson, I think, has it as well. And that can help boost the drop rates of items for you. So he does have 60%, I believe, Purge Attack Defense, Purge Mag Spear. So he can be a breaker if needed, and Spread Shield, reduce damage taken for all allies for 3 turns. So that's some damage mitigation. And then we have 210. She's nothing really to write home about. Says she's a buffer, Defense 129. Mechanical Heart is a very good TMR. Boost HP and Spear by 15%, and then chance of restoring your own HP when receiving physical or magic attacks. A lot of people still use this on their tanks. It gives you a chance every time the tank gets hit to heal them after the damage round is over. So it can be pretty good for, tanking a high, like a boss that hits quite a few times. It's actually saved a lot of solo runs in the past, where you have an evasion unit. It's evading the physical attacks, but might get hit by mag or elemental damage, and then that would kick in with the Mechanical Heart and heal them up. It's very similar to Noctis's ability to do the same thing, so it works really well on him, actually. And then she has support 1, and A100 decoy. None of that is super important. Most people aren't going to use her because she's 3 to 5 star. So those are the important things from that. Let's see, and then we're going to be getting Nunki, the Dragon of Concealed Affection. So this is a new foe. Looks like it's going to be an elemental battle. I haven't really read up on it yet, but I'm seeing earth, water, fire, and wind in the picture. It looks like that big book may be dark. So we will see. And it will become available after maintenance. It's going to open up on Thursday instead of Friday. And this one is going to be for the Flame Whip. So go through this. The Flame Whip replica is attack 69, mag 83, fire elemental, and enables Firaga. That's the shadow of the boss that you have to beat, as usual. And then the actual treasure is the Flame Whip, attack 98, mag 117, so that's pretty comparable to like the Marlboro Tentacle, and it is a fire elemental, enables Firaja, and so on any of your whip users, it's going to be a good solid choice for a weapon. I'm thinking, 7-star Dark Fina, for Barbarecia. There's probably a few others. And you're going to have to deal ice, lightning, wind, and earth to an enemy. So you're going to have to build your team to incorporate those elements for the 2 summon tickets. Defeat Nunki with a limit burst. You have the 5-star Trust Moogle, 10%. And defeat Nunki's party within 30 turns. We've been seeing that a lot. Boost mag by 40%, nullify poison and paralysis. So that's pretty useful. A lot of people have multiple ribbons by now, but that could still come in useful if you don't have ribbon, discernment, or goddess protection, or if a fight is offering those two afflictions with poison and paralysis, you could put it on for the mag boost and then skip the status blocker. So it is a little bit situational. It's not bad though. And this is all old information. Units featured to the 7-star awakening, we have A2 and 2B. So they are previous units. They're limited, so if you're going to get them, you need to pull on this banner. I doubt they'll be back again, but maybe, you never know. It is a fan favorite, so and that's just the maintenance tag. So that is it for the news, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if I'm going to pull or not. We will see. So I did pick up a barrel today off a rare summon ticket. I just popped it randomly and out popped barrel, so I'm happy about that. But I do not have a second one yet. So I did get to Ellis Paris. She's not bad, but I haven't leveled her up yet. I'm still working on I've got Lauren maxed out, but then I have to finish off, let's see, Sakura, Ace, and Fravia. So they're all pretty high level. I just have to get them up to that 120. I ran low on Cactuars, so yeah, that's about it. That's it for me today. I will see you guys in game. I'm on the Facebook group for Global if you are looking for any help or you want to drop me a line, and I will talk to you later. Thanks.